Hey, good morning, everybody. Dr. Tam here. So, I want to ask you, when you first wake up in the morning, what are you actually doing? Do you just roll over and tap the alarm, maybe put your alarm on snooze? Or are you actually, getting up right away? And I want to talk to you about the first 30 minutes of your day. Now, I've been awake since 5 a.m. this morning, but when you look at the first 30 minutes of your day, many studies show that the first 30 minutes is going to really evaluate how the rest of your day is going to go, right? And here's why, is because when you first wake up in the morning, your brain is still very malleable, which means that it's not completely, it hasn't fixed in yet, right? So you've got a lot of neurons that are waiting to connect. You're just waking up. Your brain hasn't connected all the neuromuscular neurons and all the electricity, all the cells yet. So it's waiting for you. So that's why your morning rituals, they're actually very, very important. If you're waking up and the first thing that you do is you actually hit the snooze button, well, you're telling your brain that for the rest of the day, it's actually okay to be lazy. Hit the snooze button, I'll handle it later. And that's when you're going to be like, you know what, I'm just going to take care of this later. Oh, there's always more time at the end of the day. So you don't want to hit the snooze button. Why would you hit the snooze button and have your phone or maybe your alarm clock wake you up at that time if you don't think you're going to wake up at that time? If you plan on waking up at 5 a.m. like I do in the morning, 5:15 at the latest, right? I set my alarm at 5:15 every day because by 5:15, I gotta be up, right? So the moment my alarm goes off, we dismiss the alarm and I'm good to go. Now, the reason why that first 30 minutes, going back to it, is because your brain is still rewiring, it's still working everything. Many of you have said, I've woken up on the wrong side of the bed, and the wrong side of the bed. Maybe you said it to someone else. Wow, did you wake up on the wrong side of the bed? What does that mean? That means that something happened in the morning. Maybe if you missed your ride or missed a bus or your car didn't start, right? Maybe you were walking and you stepped on something, a dog dropping, right? And things like that happen at the beginning of the day. I believe things always will happen, but it's all about how you respond to what's happened, because things always come up, circumstances always come up. It's how well you respond to the circumstance that really sets the tone for the rest of your day. One of the studies also show that we should not be looking at our phones during the first half hour of the day, because your phone, especially if it's on social media, during that first half hour, you're letting others dictate what you want the rest of your day to be, or what they want the rest of your day to be. But instead, during the first half hour, wake up, maybe do your exercises, warm up, do the things that you want to do, right? Think about what your day is going to be. Really think about it. And it's more like, how do I want my day to turn out, right? Spend that half hour a day. If you're going to spend 16 waking hours, spend that half hour instead of looking at emails, social media, different things that is pulling you, right? It's pulling you towards it, because phones have been shown and social media has been shown that it could be addictive in the long run. And if you let that addiction kind of drive you, and addiction, yes, it's a negative word, it's a term that we don't want to use, but it's something that happens, right? Especially in Korea, they look at phones, social media, and games as an addiction. Electronics is an addiction because a lot of big companies, social media companies, they hire scientists, they hire psychologists to see what kind of content, where to put the buttons, the color of the buttons, right? What pops up in your face based on your search history. They do all of those studies to keep you on the software and the platform, right? So you have to realize that, number one, that's what's happening out there. And number two, you have to consciously fight it, because how many of you wake up in the morning, the first thing is you do is you reach for your phone, check your text message, email, social media, and before you know it, the first half hour to an hour goes by, and nothing, you haven't done anything for yourself. You've done what everyone else has wanted you to do. Responding to a text, responding to an email, responding to social media. So, but you haven't really done anything for yourself. I say mentally, do something for you. It's going to really encourage, number one, clarity, not just clarity on your brain, but more clarity on what you want to achieve on that day. And I think in the long run, your brain is going to be happier, because you will ultimately achieve more of the things that you want to do and less of the things that anyone else wants you to do. So I really hope that you guys appreciate this video. I am just getting back from a workout this morning, and I want to share that with everyone. Okay? Have a great day.